Everybody looks ready.
Everything looks correct so far with the black screens, everything.
So Team Wildcard in that race off screen, they won by less than a minute. Pretty close race.
And Alucard died up the gauntlet. That's why it was so close. They, Wildcard skipped the cane. They didn't find the cane and just went straight up to the tower.
Oh.
And in the second chest after Isarmos, they found the big key. It would have almost been really bad the other way. Because Croria and Orphis both had the cane. It was in, I think, Skullwoods.
Okay, I'm counting down for him.
All right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. We're off.
Last race of the night. We're on that new logic again. I gave them the option to play the old logic, but people seem to just be willing to jump in on this.
Seems good. So quick check. Seeing that we only have one pendant in the light world, 2 crystals. Desert being the red pendant. I didn't see what number the crystals were.
I have that info here. I'll check. I need to resize some screens a little bit here, but otherwise we're good.
A couple of quick carts for everybody. They're probably not going to have to worry about fighting Ganon with 5 hearts like the other day.
Yeah, that was... Jeez. I like those seeds, but man. Okay, I'm going to take a look at the pendants here.
This is another round 2 match, so whoever wins will be moving on into open mode.
Eastern Palace is Crystal 5. Desert Palace is the Wisdom Pendant. And Tower of Hera is Crystal 3. That's what
nice.
we saw.
Having 2 crystals in the light world's nice. Especially one of them being the 5. Oh, that's the bow.
Can't go wrong with
The
that.
spider. That'll send everybody towards that crystal 5 right off the bat, probably.
That's probably a good way to mess up this card. Rarely seen opportunity. Obviously, take 3 arrows to kill him. I don't know if they want to waste arrows on that or not.
Yeah, I haven't
4 arrows.
It's just
The bow is always weaker than I think it is. I'm so used to it destroying.
until you
dudes.
get the silver arrows. Once you get the silver arrows, then it's OP.
Yep. Skipping that map chest. Team information already helping out. We're running out of standard mode runs through the top bracket here. We've nearly wrapped up round 2. It's nearly done. This is one of 2 games left, pretty much. There's 3 games left in the top bracket for round 2, and then it's open for the rest of the top bracket. The lower bracket still has a couple of matches. Not as many,
Yeah, I've
obviously.
still got one.
We got 2 in round 1 in the lower bracket, and then we have a couple others. We have like 6 matches on top of that. That double elimination's coming into play at this point. We're going to see those matches next, probably.
Stands to reason. Everybody found a bomb so far, except for Spider now. Going into the sewers. And I'm really excited to see the open mode in the tournament.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of it, too. It's going to be quite a few matches. I know it's weird that it hasn't come up yet. I wanted to do 2 rounds. I probably should have locked this at 32 teams. I didn't want to lock anybody out, that's all. Because we would already be an open in that case. But we had a couple, something like 12 matches that are technically round 1. Which doesn't exist for a lot of these players.
Yeah, the quote-unquote play-in round.
Yep, the bad luck of the draw round is what it. I didn't really seed this in any particular manner. Like I didn't use SRO rankings or anything to seed it. I just kind of eyeballed my own community and put them in a couple of matches on their own because I knew that they wouldn't be quite ready for some of these players. But other than that,
Fair
I
enough.
didn't seed much. And I still randomized it, so if they got put in round 1 or 2, that was random.
Makes sense.
The rat with the key, getting away from Ninja Penguin.
Nothing of much value there on the bomb room. Just a full heart container.
Spider's having trouble pulling this lever. What's up with that?
I don't know.
Something wrong with their buttons? That's no good. Uh-oh. Having a controls issue. Never seen that before. Obviously, some kind of... I mean, that's not a hard thing to do, so obviously they're having trouble with something controls related there. That's slowing them up.
Yeah, it's awkward. Or did their stream die?
I don't think so. They're messing with controls. Now they've got it.
Yeah, there it goes.
The new logic is... Well, they just lost like 30 seconds there, unfortunately. The new logic is quite different. It's a completely different way to put items out. And it's kind of hard to explain. I have a hard time wrapping my head around that kind of stuff. For some reason. It's just confusing to me. But basically, the way the items are put out in the world is different. To keep it simple, they changed the way that they do it significantly. And it's going to affect how random things feel. I think it's more random than before, if you want to simplify it that way. It's just more likely that stuff's going to get shuffled differently.
And they also re-added the fake flipper's death as opposed to soft lock.
Ether and magic powder are in the woods. Haven't seen much else yet. Other than the bow, of course.
A ninja penguin going into the Moldorm cave. Oh, the mirror there in the bar.
That's pretty solid. That's enough of that Jake Kaufman singing voice. Not that I don't like it. Anyway. We're checking the Thieves' Cave here, the Generous Guy's Cave, Lake Hylia Cave. It's always hard pieces in here, every time so far in this new logic. Just 3-part pieces, a full heart, and 20 cents. This cave has consistently just been underwhelming.
A little more than, 1 heart that time. Which, oh hey! That ice rod? Ice rod in the well for Blade Wolf. And the fire rod.
I've seen the boots hint once in the practice races I was doing before I started racing other people. And I liked it, honestly. I think that this whole thing would benefit from more hints. I think it would just be a better experience. I think you should be able to pick up hints along the way in various places. I think that would be a good idea. So I'm not thrilled that they removed that. I think it was neat. I think he should tell you where one item is every time, if you ask me. I think that would kick. That would rule.
Zertnal not gonna get the fire rod, not having the bomb to get to the back of the well.
Basically, Uncle had a 5% chance to tell you the general location of the boots, like he would say, like, the boots are in the Desert Palace or something. He'd say something like that. They removed that. I guess it all comes down to how much of a struggle do you want it to be to find your items, because sometimes it can be quite a struggle. If he told you where the ice rod was and removed the entire challenge of the sea, that might be something you may or may not want. Depends on what you're looking for, I guess. All the racers would get the hint, but they might not be paying attention, and if they weren't, that would really hurt. It is such a low chance that they might not be reading the text very well. And that would be a dumb reason
Penguin's
to
finding the
lose.
map there. In Eastern, jumping into Eastern. That is a dumb reason to lose a race, though.
I would hate to lose because I didn't pay attention to Uncle. That might be why they took it out, honestly. Two gloves in Light World after beating Aghanim. Ugh. Fire rod. In the back of that turtle well,
Yeah,
or Hickory well.
Both rods were in the well. Ice rod in the first chest, and then the fire behind the wall.
Nice. Zertnal has not found that yet, it looks like, but it won't be long. And Ninja Penguin, going through Eastern, probably going to clear it. It is a crystal. Desert is the only one that's not. It's the red pendant, I think.
Yeah, Zertnal did not have the bomb to get to the fire rod. And the boots from the sick kid.
Oh, that's painful when you don't have one bomb. He'll come back and do this. Boots for everybody on this seed. Ninja Penguin showing us how it's done in the dark Eastern Palace. No hesitation. The next room is the hard one. If he can pull that off, then he's got no trouble.
Yeah. I don't know, Problems was showing us how hard the anti-fairy room was earlier.
Yeah, if you slip anywhere in the dark, you're gonna have a hard time. It really requires you to not make too many mistakes, because if you do, you won't know where you're at, and you won't know where the enemies are at. There's quite a few in there. If I was Ninja Penguin, though, I probably would hop onto the ferry and grab one of those, just because I don't really like 2.5 Hearts Darkness, but let's see if he goes for it or not. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Takes a hit on the way down, too. The lamp was right there in Sasrala's, man. He just didn't get it. That's too bad. Blade Wolf picked it up. Well, they're gonna
That's
have
an
a...
interesting decision.
Yeah, I can't believe they... I didn't notice that they skipped those. They walked right past the lamp. Ow. All the pain that he's suffering right now was completely unnecessary.
Completely.
He's got to go in here and kill a dude on the right, guarding the guy he needs to shoot. Pick up the key, head northwest, and use the key on the door. He's having a hard time finding the guy, and this is the problem with this. Where is this guy? Wait, what's going on? Who knows? The key might be lying on the floor now. A whole bunch of pain coming this way just because he didn't go check the location that really, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to have skipped.
No, especially coming over here. It's right on the way.
He had no bombs.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Too bad he didn't get the boots. Oh, he's giving up on this quest. Yeah, he is just gonna go somewhere else. That's too bad. Item sharing 2 versus 2 races is definitely a thing that I'm interested in. But who knows how far away from being usable that is. I would like to try it. But I might need some help figuring out how the scripts work. Yeah, Spider lost a little bit of time, controls issues. First time I've seen that, but they're in it now, and they'll be catching up quickly. Titan or Power Gloves are in the lake on the overlook, on the little island there. Be a while before we get those. That's interesting that that's where they are.
And the penguin's mistake there with the dark room will let them catch up a little from the control mistake.
Yeah. Zertinel found the lamp and the power gloves and is now telling Penguin what he had missed when he went into Eastern early. Made a little mistake there, honestly. That would have made things much simpler. No risk at all involved there. Well, I heard that this sharing does not work on the current version or something like that of this randomizer or whatever. Is it something like that? I don't know. I don't know the details. I just go by what people tell me without any facts at all. I'm just crazy on my information on this thing, man. I'm so out of touch. I saw that the thing was ready for use, but I don't know the details on how or what version it works on.
I haven't seen it in use at all, but it sounds really awesome.
I definitely want to play it, and if that means playing vanilla, I don't care. Whatever, I'm ready. It sounds like a good time. I love co-op stuff. Co-op games, instant sell for me, that feature. Whatever game it might be. Easy way to get me to buy it.
Yeah, it definitely sounds awesome.
Bottle on Spectacle Rock there. And green bottle, and so I wonder if they're gonna pick that up. Would you pick up a green potion? Doesn't look like he's going for it. They already have a bottle. I guess they're not hurting for him.
Yeah, and with the Master Sword already, you might be getting lucky with swords.
I would probably pick it up if it were the first bottle I'd seen, because I would want to check the kid. But in their case, they have 2. I can understand not wanting to pick that up.
The second one should be plenty.
We got a Tower of Hera, also a crystal.
Just the compass there, the first room.
Blade Wolf working on Armos, first one to do Eastern, I think.
Well, it's a finish anyway.
Yeah. Nothing in there. Like, he didn't lose too much time. He just didn't get the crystal, that's all. And he knows that. That's why he didn't finish it. He just, didn't feel like it was worth the burden it was causing. And I can understand that.
Definitely. Certainly down in the basement of Hera, getting the big key. Spider did pick up the green potion. Wants all 3 of those bottles.
Using this immortality glitch here to hang out in the basement of Tower of Hera, which apparently is required.
Yeah, the big key's gonna be down here.
Hope he doesn't get taken out. He's a little low on the health front, and these skeletons will kill him in one hit. It would be really bad to have died to those before picking up that key. That would have been stupid, nasty.
Worst. Especially after waiting for all the tiles.
Yeah. Honestly, I would have let them kill me and reset that way. It would have been almost as fast, got a full heal out of it. Tower of Hera is not too dangerous, though. Cannot bomb jump with health like this.
We haven't seen any items yet. Blade Wolf heading off towards the desert.
Cautious playing going on in the Tower of Hera here. This dungeon has more hearts than any other dungeon, if you don't count fairies. It's just got two columns of pots that have hearts in them if you want them. So if you make it to the top floor, you should be good.
Just refill up with health.
Hammer. Nice.
Hey. That opens up all of East Death Mountain right there.
Makes the boss even easier too. Spider's on his way up as well. Now he didn't flip the switch, so he can't get those hearts. So he's gonna have to do a really pretty solid Moldorm fight here. I guess he has a red potion, if he really gets concerned. Nailed that hammer hit, no problem. Can't get the second one though. Hitboxes.
Yeah. Especially with the hammer.
He sped him up. Yeah, he's got him nice. If you fall after Moldorm's dead, he will respawn unless you pick up the item, then you're good. Flippers is the item. Pretty nice.
Hammer and the flippers.
Tower of Hera has twice in a row been a ridiculous thing to stop by and do.
And that will let them get the other glove upgrade, right? It was on the lake ledge.
Yeah. Now they can get the Titan mitts already. All they're missing really is the Moon Pearl here, right? And then they can just go wherever they like, and they could Titan mitts right away.
Oh, I guess they can't. They can't get the Titan mitts till they have the Pearl.
Yeah. Until they can enter the Dark World. But as soon as they can, they should be good to go all kinds of places. Titan mitts will let them open up everything pretty much, and they can do Ice Palace right away if they want to. They can do Palace of Darkness. Skull Woods, obviously, and Blinds, no problem.
Yep. Yeah, with the mitts and the Moon Pearl, you can pretty much go everywhere.
Our second Moldorm kill.
Only thing they'd be missing is the Mire area with the flute.
It looks like Ninja's back to get some Eastern Palace vengeance here, but I don't know why he bothered to come back. He should maybe miscounted his items. He should know that it's just the compass in this place.
Yeah, I would think he would know, especially knowing what's at Hera.
Yeah, this isn't really a priority. You can do this later.
And if you have to do pod, then it's easy to just mirror over from doing pod.
Well, there's the Moon Pearl on the Eastern Mountain.
Well, that opens up the world for Zertinal. What else is on the mountain here?
Style Shield. Flute. All right. Nice.
Well,
Wow, well, definitely Ninja Penguin should have gone up here, because he's definitely going to have to stop here next.
Yes.
This is where everything that you need is to get going. He can now go to the Dark World and teleport as well, anywhere he wants to go. And my first stop would be the Hype Cave, turn right, get those Titan Mitts. That's what I think I would do. And I might even be inclined, if Ice Palace is a crystal, to just do it right away. Just head on in, it's right there.
Yeah, that's not the worst thing I've ever heard.
One of them go to Ice Palace, one of them go to Palace of Darkness, depending on what the crystals are. I'm not sure yet. They can go to like 5 dungeons right now. They can do a lot of stuff. Once they pick up the Titan Mitts, they can go almost anywhere. Really, it's just Hookshot missing and the exploration.
For Meyer, finishing Meyer and getting into T-Rock.
Both teams have found the Moon Pearl and the Flute. That's exactly what Zert's doing. I expect him to go get the Titan Mitts. I think he knows where they're at. Turtle Rock optional, and so is Swamp. Everything else required. 5 and 6 are, I believe we already have Crystal 5. Was it Eastern Palace? I think it was Eastern Palace. 6 is Thieves Town.
Eastern was 5.
You always put air quotes around the word optional in this because you never know if they need to do that stuff. The book is in Hype Cave, and that might be optional as well. That's all that's in here. You may need that book, you may not, who knows. It has slightly more value now, but it won't come up in this seed. The new update has made it so you can read the tablets, which you couldn't do before. Get a hint about what their contents are. And when I say hint, I mean pretty much told what they... like, there's no hint about it, really. It's pretty much directly telling you what the
same thing that comes up on the pedestal, I believe.
Yeah, and there's no questioning what things are. When you read the pedestal, it's pretty obvious.
Cernal checking Bamu's tablet.
I mean, he's in the area for it, but it's still kind of out of the way. It's the opposite direction of Titan Mitts, that's what I see. Fire Shield.
Spider also in Dark World, albeit on the other side of the world a little bit.
Getting Titan Mitts as soon as possible, I feel like, is the winning strategy. For that's definitely would be my priority. I would go there without stopping. He's not going that way though. He's going up. He's going other places. He might just be checking these 3 things on the left first, because he can do the digging game and all that from this place. And then he might be going back. Not sure.
Yeah, they might not have seen the Mitts either.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they did. Oh, you know what? Only one team did the fake flippers, and it might not have been them. They might not know where the Mitts are. They probably don't, actually. That knowledge might be a big deal for Green Team. Fake flippers finally pays off, it seems like. The Power Glove, I think, is... I'm pretty sure they call the Form 1 of the gloves the Power Glove. That's what they have right now. Titan Mitts are the golden ones.
Yes. Surgeonal digging up a big 20.
Ninja's doing Tower of Hera. I hardly ever see fake flippers pay off in a significant way. It's such a weird glitch, because generally when you do it, the fact that you don't have flippers yet lowers the odds of it being good even more than already pretty bad odds. 2 items over there being worth your time. But it might help green team out a lot here if they get those mitts. They're going after Skull Woods with 1 heart.
We haven't got the mitts either.
They haven't, but they know where they're at, and that might be a big help. This team's doing the bat.
Blade Wolfing on Moldorm. Spider taking the death, but inside of Skullwoods, so that's not a big deal. And in this room in Skullwoods, they changed it on Spider Screen so that that will always be a key in that chest now. It had previously been so that you could not soft lock yourself, and they changed it so you could lock yourself in there. Then they changed it back, which I'm on board with because help new players out. Don't let anybody get locked in there.
Yeah, I agree. More accessibility is a good thing. There's a key you can flood in Swamp Palace that I always felt like they should try and do something about too.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the fix would be for that.
I think it would just be unlocking one of the doors. It's the only thing I can think of is just not use that key.
Yeah, fair enough.
Just remove one of the doors by default. If it could be done, I think it would be the better idea.
I believe you can, because I think they've changed some of those. They've removed some key doors in different places already.
You can fix it. It's not like a death lock or anything, but you do have to leave the whole dungeon and then go a screen over and then re-enter the dungeon the same way you entered the. It's like a 5-minute waste of time, and it's confusing. So from a new player's perspective, it's a disaster. That kind of thing. But a new player might not know to get the key in advance anyway. They might just be confused about the dungeon layout.
Definitely a possibility. Blade Wolf activating their flute.
No mitts yet. I'm surprised.
Interesting one about to activate Dark World with the Pearl.
I mean, as long as they're just doing something, it doesn't really matter. But like, I don't want to see anybody get hung up on not having the mitts. They all have access.
Realizing not having the mitts. Tried to go to Meyer, couldn't pull the rock. Penguin grabbing the flute now.
They have a couple other advanced things like that that are actually the randomizer play. Like they will put the hook shot in the bumper cave where you would think the hook shot is needed. Like the game thinks you're supposed to use it there, but they know that you can get around it. Like you can just easily walk around it. I've been tripped up by that.
Me too.
There's also the bonk jump in the hookshot cave in the mountains. It's kind of a questionable choice if they think players know about bonking off the walls, which is definitely a thing you want to know about, but a new player might not know.
That's definitely...
To make it required knowledge to beat the seed is a questionable choice, because it could be, and has been for me, that first chest you can get with that kind of jump.
I've had a hook shot in Ganon's Tower with an item in Bumper Cave before I realized that you could get around the hook shot. Only cost me an hour and a half. Oh, and half magic for Zertinol.
There's that bat sword for Ninja Penguin as well. They're rocking tempered.
Now we're getting a pedestal check from Zert.
The altar is trash.
They'll all be happy to know that.
I actually made a little image that I gave out to my community that was participating in this race to try and keep them from getting stuck on those things, because I didn't want to see that. I know none of the regulars would get stuck on Hookshot Cave without Hookshot, or the Bumper Cave, things like that. I didn't want to see that happen. I feel like it's not a problem as long as the randomizer puts it in the FAQ they have, for example. I think that's a good idea. And they haven't done it for those things. They've done, like, the bombos can be used to clear Ice Palace. That's a thing that they made very clear, which has never come up for me, personally, but that is also another tricky little thing. Its bombos actually will set the enemies on fire.
Yes. I've had that once. It was not fun. We have players all over the place here.
The Blue Tunic and the Graveyard Ledge. Player going through blinds, and Mothula's about to die again.
Spider just finding a piece of heart down there in the Circle of Flowers cave. Ninja Penguin definitely gonna get the half magic before going in to fight Mothula. Takes the same amount of time either way, so might as well. Justify bomb upgrade in the King's Tomb for Zertinol. Oh, and Spider's hitting up the Hype Cave, so hopefully they'll just go a little more to the right and get their mitts.
Well, they're the team that saw them, so I would think they would. Yeah, problems. If you want to hop in, be my guest.
And it looks like that's exactly what spiders do. Oh, down to one heart. Oh no! Penguin down.
Hello.
Hey, problems. How are you?
I am good, thank you. What about you guys?
Oh, doing great, doing great.
Doing alright. I sent you the thing.
Oh, there's another one. Alright, gotcha.
Yep, Spider's got the mitts.
That's what I expected. This is where Green has a little bit of an advantage, while Zertinol's messing around with Zora, which, I don't know, it might have something, but he doesn't even have the money for it. Did he go up there without the money?
And I didn't see it was on the ledge, so I don't...
He didn't get anything great out of it. He's just the blue cane.
Ninja Penguin, round 2 with Mothula.
Half mana this time.
And Blade Wolf at blind. Dueling boss fights.
He's not risking it, he's eating his potion. A good idea, because that wouldn't have worked out without that.
Yeah, Martula is such a sketchy fight. I feel like Martula, you always either do it taking no hits at all or 10.
It's either feast or famine for me also. Never right in the middle. Oh, Blade Wolf died of blind. Spider just jumping into Palace of Darkness.
Red team can do Palace of Darkness, and after that they really need to find the Titan Mitts, and it shouldn't be hard for them to find.
Yeah, the hobo check should be coming at some point, I would think. Oh, Zertinal is checking the hobo from the Dark World. So, maybe not.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's a shame. This might be really bad.
That could be disastrous.
Oh,
Blade
you hate
Wolf
to
getting
see that.
revenge on blind.
He's taking a risk and it's backfiring 10 times over. He's skipping one item on the check, and it's the one he wants. This is extremely bad news for Red Team, as they think they have checked the lake. They've only checked half of it. They're missing the Titan Mitts. In an attempt to save time, he's just making it more unlikely that they're going to find him.
Yep. Heading into Eastern, or Palace of Darkness, where they're definitely not.
It's not a bad idea. There could be the other thing he needs in there, but he can't get very far without the Titan Mitts.
The vanilla big key chest is just a trade-off key for a key this time.
It's funny how with two players, a single little risk like that can really mess your team up. It doesn't matter, there's two people running around looking for this item. It's going to take them forever to find those gloves now. They're just not going to find them.
Yeah, well, they have no reason to go back down there until they go to check for ice, right?
Oh, are they on the island, the Mets?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yep, he dove down
green-
and checked from Palace of Darkness.
Early.
He checked the hobo, and then went right back in to Palace of Darkness.
Ouch.
So he's explored half of the lake, and he skipped the one part that he wanted to see. Meanwhile, Green Team, at the start of this, they fake flippered and saw it immediately, and there was no question
Oh, that's big.
for them. It definitely paid off. I haven't seen fake flippers pay off like that ever. That's the first time that glitch has been worthwhile in one of these races for what I've seen.
I checked the stats for this version, and Hobo is actually a pretty good value play. I think Faith Flippers is pretty much mandatory again now that it doesn't kill your entire run if you mess it up.
Yeah, it's not hard to do. I was afraid of it before after our race, but maybe I'll give it another shot.
Yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan of doing it with the soft lock happening.
It's just so hard to route that island in unless you fake flipper to it at the very start.
Oh no, Blade Wolf taking another death, this time at Mothula.
No shame in dying to Moth.
Definitely not.
He's a boss that needs some practice. Maybe the most out of any of them, honestly. He's dangerous.
You know, I think Mothula is the hardest boss. And you can practice
Yeah.
as much as you want, sometimes it's just going to destroy you. And there's nothing you can do about it.
The other half of it is, since you don't need much at all to go in there, like you just need the fire rod, and you're gonna go in there with nothing a lot of the times. Whereas the other boss, like Cold Stare, it's not uncommon for you to fight him with the tempered sword and the blue mail and 10 hearts. You probably will be fighting Moth with 6 and the green tunic.
Oh no, Blade
Yep.
Wolf.
All these difficult to beat bosses are a really big issue in 2v2. Like Mothula and Blind especially, because you're so under prepared for them usually.
It's about time we saw what was in Palace of Darkness here.
Hadn't been a whole lot that I've seen.
Just the cape, I think.
Are these all SRL fellas? I don't know about Blade Wolf and Spider, but I've definitely raced Ninja Penguin and Zerkmo.
Blade Wolf on Twitch is Tanaka Gundam. His name is completely different on Twitch. I don't know what his SRL name is, but Blade Wolf is what he's going by in my tournament.
Yeah, I'm not super familiar with Green Team either. And now both members of Green Team have their mitts.
Spider's on his last legs here. Man.
Ninja Penguin drawing all his weapons on Blind that don't work. He just tried Fire Rod, then arrows.
I mean,
Blind takes like no damage.
he did phase 3 pretty well.
Yep.
Spider has to do this boss perfectly. Shouldn't be too bad. He is being a jerk though with the orbs.
Using arrows without silvers. That's
Oh
an
no!
interesting- Oh. Wow.
Got a fairy. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, okay,
I
we're
didn't-
fine.
Palace of
Didn't
Darkness
see him
wasn't.
pick that up.
It's what dungeon that they would have still had to search because they're not in go mode with the Titan mitts. So Zertnal's not behind or anything, but he really needs Ninja Penguin to be searching somewhere with those, you know? They need to find those next. It has to be next on the list or they're gonna start losing time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Blade Wolf's already checked the mire area. Got those 3 items checked ahead of him.
Ninja
Ninja
Penguin.
Penguin going for the super bomb.
Nice. That's interesting.
Not going to be the play that helps him find the mitts, but it might find something else.
Should find him in hook shot.
Oh, that
They
would be
might
huge.
be back on track again.
Yeah.
Because Hookshot is eventually going to lead him to Ice Palace. And that's like really the only chance he has to check that island. Unless he randomly runs to it after this.
And unless they can hover, they're going to need the hook shot in Ganon's tower anyway.
Yep.
They might. It's actually possible, yeah.
I mean, they got to get past Molorm too, unless you can hover across.
Swamp, T-Rock, and Desert are your optional dungeons here. It didn't pay off, unfortunately.
Oh.
Zertnal's back in Eastern Palace, which is a strange choice. But I think he's just doubling up since he's in the area. That's why.
Yeah, doing pod, might as well mirror over to Eastern while you're here.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
He's not going to help his partner find the mitts, though. How about the mushroom?
Just a heart. Blade Wolf's gonna hit up Landmolus.
For a team wants to somewhat keep up, they really gotta find either that hookshot or the mitts really soon.
Enjoy a red boomerang.
Red boomerang and a red pendant.
Man, what's with Green Team going up to Zora without the money? They've both done it now.
Maybe they're nervous.
They
These guys
really
do
want
Do they
that.
not know they don't have the money?
I mean, the Blue Cane's up there. Does he want that? I don't know.
He beat Blind already, which is really the main use of the cane, unless he wants to go check Spike Cave. But then he'd have been better off buying a red potion.
Yeah, it'd have been faster.
He's filling up on health. I think that is what he's doing. Well, maybe he wants that money for Zora in case he needs it later. Yeah, there's not been any money in this seed, so no one's gone to Zora. Like, the most money we have is what Blade Wolf has. He's not even halfway. Zertnal's 300.
Spider exactly at 0 arrows after Ormos. Perfect arrow management.
That's one word for it, I believe.
Ninja's going into Swamp.
One more place that's not gonna have the Titan mitts.
Swamp is a decent play on this logic because it has a lot of items. Although,
They can't get to the back half, though.
yeah,
They're gonna have some trouble here. Unless they get lucky and find the hook shot in the first 3
the thing
chests.
is though, the island is right there, so it'd make a lot more sense to check that. But at this point, they probably just forgot about it. You know, you do Hobo, you kind of mentally check off Lake
Check off the
Hylia.
island, yeah. Ice Rock Cave for Zertnal. Right next to the lake.
This might be it. This might be when they finish the job. But he put on his flute. I don't like to see that. No, don't do it.
Nope.
Oh, jeez.
He might flew to 8.
He didn't.
Oh, damn it. And the desert.
Yeah, the desert's just completely worthless red pendant with a boomerang. It's not good at all.
Yeah, but they don't know that.
In a Hagenet's cave.
Now that was a good stop. That puts them one item behind the other team here. As everyone looks for the hook shot together.
Yes.
They need to find those mitts.
And now Spider going into Ice Palace. If the hook shot's hiding in there, that might just be the end for Red Team.
Hookshot-less Ice Palace is really awkward to route. I'm curious to see how Spider's gonna handle it.
We had one where the key that was needed to go east without hookshot was on the boss, and you had to go through the whole dungeon twice, and then get the hookshot at the end of Ice Palace.
That sounds so terrible.
There was just no way around it. He just ethered those penguins and couldn't kill them. By the way, he just made them immortal.
Yes.
Had the hammer just destroys things that you ether, by the way.
Yes.
There's the hookshot. That's bad news for
Oh,
Red
wow.
Team.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure that's go mode.
I was only kind of joking.
That is really bad news, yeah. So they only need Ether to get into Mire? Wait, is Mire even required?
Mire is, Totorock is not.
Insert going through desert. Gonna just put them further behind.
Yeah, when you're looking for an item, prioritizing light world dungeons isn't exactly a bad idea, because they just have a higher percentage chance of having an item.
I don't think they're
in
go
this
mode.
case-
I think Bombos is required for Mire.
Ooh.
There's still time. So if we see green team still looting chests, I think they're aware of that.
Yeah, both team. No, I guess green team has seen Mire. Red team can't without the mitts. Oh, there's a bottle for Ninja Penguin.
Yeah.
That's all 4 bottles we've seen now.
And all the way to the other map, away from that island.
It's this bomb jump across there. Look at that. Nice. To what end was that done? I'm not sure. But it was nicely done.
No, you can get through the jellyfish room now and then make his way to the 3 chests.
Yeah, having the hook shot in the first chest really helps out with that play.
Yep.
Oh, we're up here. Yeah, he's definitely looking for Bombos. I'm pretty sure that they're aware that they need that. Red team's got to be panicking at this point.
Yeah.
I would be.
They just did the desert. I mean, you don't do a red pendant dungeon for fun, especially when you know that it's worthless. The altar has arrows on it. Just a matter of time before it happens, and it might be happening here. If one teammate mistakes an item being gotten, and we've seen a couple items get skipped, but it's never been critical. If it happens, it is incredibly confusing to figure out where the miss was. You won't know which player made the mistake. You'll have no idea where to look, and they might have to forfeit because of something like that. So hopefully
Penguin might be.
Penguin swimming.
Yeah, he's got to go to island. He can't
Nice.
get into ice.
He's gone. They're gonna find it. This is it. They're in it. They're yelling about it right now. All right, nice work. You got the mitts.
Oh, that's not the teleport you want to go to? Actually, that's about the same distance.
And now I would be panicking, seeing the myths
Yes.
on the ledge right there.
If red team finds the bombos first, they'll be in business though. They actually would be just looking for hookshot, which is in a crystal dungeon, not a rude place.
Yes.
And at the start,
Bombos
too.
could be anywhere.
Could be in Spike Cave.
The thing with those myths is just like you see those an hour in, and it's like, oh my god, if someone fake flipper, they had that from like 10 minutes on.
Gold
Yes.
sword.
That's not bad. Green
Nope.
team is still on blue sword, both of them.
Yep. I forget where they found the red sword, but red team has had it for a long time. I think they got off the bat. The powder on the bat.
The bat definitely had an upgrade.
Those two went for that right away.
Well, yeah, being 2 swords ahead definitely helps in catching up. Ninja Penguin going straight for those mids now too. No wait, Ninja found them. Certain was going straight for the mids.
Ninja heading straight for pot.
Did you check Meyer? I didn't pay attention.
I haven't seen anyone go to Meyer.
No, they
Even-
haven't gone to Meyer yet.
Not even outside have I seen them go to Meyer, but I think Green Team knows, so they must have gone there at some point.
Green team, I saw that Blade Wolf check the Meyer shed and the checkerboard cave. So I'm assuming that they also checked for the Meyer pendant
Yeah.
or medallion.
Well, it won't be
Red
long
team
before.
about to find.
Yeah, these guys are about to find hookshot. Could it be in Swamp Palace?
Could still be in the back end, yeah.
Looks like Blade Wolf's heading to Dark Mountain, maybe Turtle Rock as well, which is the green pendant.
Dark Mountain definitely a good pick here. Lots of items over there.
Yeah. I think if you go up to Dark Mountain though, you gotta peek into T-Rock.
Might as well do it for your teammate.
Yep, that's
So
clear.
many items.
That's clear.
The green
T-Rock.
pendant, that's 7 items. You just can't deny that.
You have all the items you need to clear it.
Yeah.
I find it very likely that Blade Wolf will soon be holding Bombos over his head. I bet it's in the Hookshot Cave.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Especially if they don't have Quake or Bombos for Total Rock. Yeah, it's Quake for... Okay, Total Rock's out. At least for now.
Nah, Quake's gonna be in Hookshot Cave. You know
Yeah.
these kind of seeds.
The Nightmare. If only it were Bombos, then we'd guarantee Turtle Rock being worthless.
about to show up.
One chest left in here. Is it really in Swamp Palace? It is. They need something from Swamp Palace.
Wow.
I don't know if it's Quake or Bombos, but one of those two has to be in there, right?
Blade Wolf probably going to pick up that Spike Cave now. Ooh, that's going to be sketchy.
Oh, jeez. He's been lying on.
Yep.
Oh no.
Yeah, these guys don't take any damage from the Master Sword. So if you're going to cast them, you got to either tank this guy or use the hammer. Oh, the tablet as well.
Zert's trying to do a bomb jump. Looks like he's gonna miss it again. I don't like the looks of his position. There he goes. He's got
That
it.
looks solid.
Meanwhile, Ninja Penguin's being denied by this guy. There you go. Alright.
Oh, he's flying away. He's not checking Spike Cave.
Zora could have it. That would be extremely annoying if Zora had it and nobody had the money this whole time.
That would be rough.
That's why Spoody started doing early Hooligan Room every single race we do.
We saw that. We were wondering why, because he's the only one we've ever seen do that. Well, these guys have both gone to Zora for the blue cane. I don't know why. They both wanted it. So if it were on Zora, that would just be, you know, salt in the wound for them. They should have had it.
Gotta feel like that was a misplay, at least for one of them.
If they were going up there anyway, they should have stopped for, you know, 30 seconds and gotten the money off of one of the caves.
Blade Wolf doing the super bomb now.
Spider also checking some random stuff. They're just going over the place. He's going into swamp. This might be it for green team's lead here. They might take it with this. Because it seems to me that it has to be in here unless Zora does have it. It's either Zora or swamp unless we're missing something.
It's gonna be in Mimic Cave with, you know, Zora or Swamp having the Quake to get into Turtle Rock.
Man,
Obviously,
really
right?
close to dying, Zertnal on this boss. No more hits, please. He's got him. That gold sword's carrying some weight on this guy. He's just trashing him with that.
Coldster's the worst boss to die to.
Yep, I would hate to see that happen. With the gold sword, you really have only, what, 4 swings to do when you got him?
Yeah, I think
Definitely a
so.
really scary boss though, considering he's just a big puffball staring at you. He hits so hard.
If Zertnal's next stop is Swamp Palace, then we're gonna have a really close race. Because I'm pretty sure that's the next step in the logic move here. He's going to 7. It's looking like a... No, he's going to 6. Uh-oh. Well, he can't go anywhere. He doesn't know he needs bombos.
Yeah, he needs to check the my area. This is a smart thing to do because they need one item. You want to see if you're in go mode.
Definitely.
Has
It
the red
is-
team checked any of Swamp yet?
I think they went
Yes.
in, like, the first half.
Ninja Penguins covered the first half of Swamp.
Okay.
These races are really close because of that, honestly. They know the first half of Swamp is bad. And, either Bombos or Quake are gonna seal the deal here. Uh-oh. I think he misteleported. No, he didn't. I'm wrong. I'm the worst at teleporting between worlds. I always miss.
I always screw up somewhere around the checkerboard cave in particular. I always screw that one up.
Well, while Ninja Penguin is clearing Palace of Darkness and Blade Wolf is searching the land, Zertnal's heading up to where Spider just came from, right? And doing Dark Caves.
Yeah, going to Dark Death Mountain.
Yes.
Gonna find out that you also need the Quake. Well, maybe.
Oh wait, Zertnul has done it, hasn't he? He's got the Butter Sword. No, he probably hasn't done it.
No, he did the spike cave earlier from the
Yeah.
other side.
Oh,
He didn't
okay.
go across.
It was before had the mitts.
Has purple chest been checked? That's a good
I
question.
don't think the blacksmiths or the purple chest have been
We
checked
got
at all.
mids really late, so it makes sense that that's still open. I don't think Blade Wolf is going. Or not.
Yeah, maybe nobody did check the blacksmith. That seems like an obvious stop to me. That's 4 chests in one little section.
Yes, Blacksmith is really fast.
Blade Wolf heading back to Skullwoods.
I don't think I've seen anybody do any of those, yeah. Well, Ninja Penguin's done with that, so where are they going? Looks like they're going to Ice Palace. They're cleaning up dungeons.
Yeah, I gotta get their hook shot. Certainly gonna find all the trash.
Yep. Well, he's got the money for Zora now, so we can solve this mystery at last. I'm betting
that is true.
I'm
I'd
betting he
probably
don't
go
have
there
nothing.
before Swamp.
Bleed Wolf's doing a pedestal check.
Oh.
In a situation like this, is incredibly unlikely that the pedestal has anything. Like you can almost tell sometimes if you need to do it or not. And when you're missing a medallion as your last item, it's pretty dang unlikely that it's going to be on the altar. When Turtle Rock is one of the things you need, it's still locked. It certainly could be, but it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, if Turtle Rock had been Ether, then maybe.
Spider and Zertnal are both in Swamp now. I don't think that Swamp has paid off yet, though, actually. We're about to see the last half of the loot. This is the half that they couldn't get to earlier. Aside from the front, we haven't seen it.
And Zertnal knows that, so they should just go straight. Oh no!
Oh, he's going to the
Zertnal's not
blacksmith.
going to Swamp.
Changed his mind.
We'll see how that pays off here.
Yeah, this is new information as well. It doesn't look like there's much in Swamp, actually. If they haven't done the blacksmiths, maybe it's there. It's 2 things left to get in Swamp, and it's starting to run out of stuff.
So Argus even still have an item at that point?
Maybe not. Swamp is a pendant. Turtle Rock is the green one. Swamp is blue.
Argus probably has an item.
Maybe he does. I didn't see. Red team does not want to go into Swamp again, it looks like, so... Yeah, nope. Argus has the compass, it looks like. So,
Yeah.
that is not the right place. Maybe Blacksmith is the answer. There's 2 chests left here. We've seen the bat, it's the tempered sword. Red team missing the Titan mitts for so long. Are they going to find Bombos first?
They might.
Hey, there it is. The blacksmiths forged it for them. All right. That is absolutely go mode for Red team. Now they actually have an advantage for the first time this whole race. They've come out of nowhere.
That's crazy. Just like 15 minutes ago, I was writing them off.
Yeah, that was quite a comeback. And they're also the team that has all the swords and...
Yeah, they are in quite a good position here. They just need to finish these dungeons. They have half magic. They have the blue cane, and I think they both have the cape. Ninja's still looting chests. Not sure if he knows. He should. They should be aware that they are ready to go. There's not anything missing on the tracker but the shovel, basically.
Yeah, it should be quote unquote simple.
Maybe no way he can't be trying to find a sword. I don't know.
I don't know if he wanted to do the bomb jump or not here. I don't think he did, so he might just be having to do the long route.
Oh, and he hadn't picked up the cane of Samara yet.
Yeah, that's too bad. I wouldn't have come in here without it, honestly. It's right over there in the desert. Might as well have grabbed it first. Save you some time, just in case. If you can't do the bomb jump, the cane of Samaria will still help you out.
As long as you get the big key in the cane, that saves so much time. Over the traditional walking all the way around in circles over and over.
You need at least a small key too, though. It's actually fairly unlikely. If you can do the bomb jump, you can just go straight to the boss.
Yeah. Finally gonna see a Zora check from Spider.
Alright. What the heck mystery items does this jerk have? Apparently garbage, but now we'll finally get this solved.
It's gonna have Quake.
Oh, that would be the worst. That would be the worst. He's got a heart. Imagine him giving them Quake. He's got the Sanctuary heart. Nothing would be more of a red herring than Quake. Access to a dungeon that has nothing in it.
That would be the... Oh yeah, hey, because if you got the Quake from Sora this late, I guess it's time to fly to the mountain.
Yeah. There are things worse than a single arrow, and that would be it. That would be the ultimate confusion play. Blade Wolf's trying to do this bomb jump, but his position is not even close. I don't know if he knows how to do it exactly. He needs to be right up against the ledge, not where he is at. That's not going to work, I don't think, will it? I've never seen anyone
Penguin also
do
trying
it
the
that
bomb
way.
jump. Succeeding.
Uh-oh, he's gone down.
Oh no! Suicide by bomb jump.
Yep, you take 2 hearts of damage if you bomb jump into a pit. Spider looks like they're doing blacksmiths now. They'll be on track soon. But they lost a little bit of time. And
Yeah,
Blade
they're
Wolf
about to-
dying isn't helping either.
About to get their go mode.
Zerdinal is in the lead right now with 1 crystal remaining Meyer, and he knows he can fly through it real quick, so... Not a long dungeon if you're not looking for items. Especially if you get lucky.
Yeah. Get a quick big key, straight through.
And with this, Green Team is in the game. There's their bombos. They finally found it. They've been looking for a long time. Ninja Penguin about to go down to Cold Stare. Needs to watch it. See how this plays out here. Oh, he's surrounded. Oh, jeez. Got hit by the ice. It only did 1 damage. Oh, no.
These puffballs are just so scary.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no!
Oh!
He was so close. He's got a fairy. It's alright. There's no going down here for Ninja Penguin. He's got it.
You just faked us out.
Yeah, faked me out for sure.
Cold Stare is dead. Man, Blade Wolf, this is probably not the time to practice your bomb jump, man. Oh, jeez.
Another suicide by bomb jump.
He really doesn't have time to do it this, like, it's a hard jump to make, but you'll have to practice it not during a race, I would say. Well, at least he knows where his bombos is, so he can do that later.
Yeah. Go finish Meyer, come back, try again.
Yeah, unless we see them catch the ferry, it's really hard for us to tell if they have one or not. They could pick that up at any time, especially when they have the powder in the net. Certainly's still looking for that big key. There it is. Now you can go through Meyer real quick. Turns to right, gets out of here. The nice thing about Meyer, and there's not much that's nice to say about Meyer, but it does give you like 4 different ways to get to the boss door.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. As long as you get that B key, as long as that B key is not in that lone small chest on the right side, it's usually okay.
Yep. I'm used to it being behind the stupid room with the sliding wall that takes forever, but at least they make up for it by teleporting you right to the boss, pretty much, just right halfway in.
Yeah, you get a nice little break to, you know, stretch your arms out, take a drink or whatever. Spider in the fish room. Don't often get to see the fish room in Meyer.
I used to go up there until I learned the routing a little better, because you don't ever have to go up there. It's just kind of eats up your time. It's one of the ways around, but it's less speedy than just going backwards.
Yeah, I spent some time in there my first few times through the randomizers.
Yeah, same.
So now 3 players in Misery Mire.
Got that gold sword dash attack on this poor eyeball boss. Destroyed. Oh man. There's those silver arrows too. Doesn't get much faster
I don't
than
even know
that.
what hit him.
Well, that's it for Zertan. Was going to Ganon's tower already at 82 minutes. Good routing for Meyer is when you walk in where Blade Wolf is going right now, that door. You step in there, you go straight up across the bridge. You grab that chest, you come back here, turn right. There's a chest in here and a key. If you still don't have it, then you go back left and down the way you came and turn left. That's the fast way through. This is the way I go anyway. You never have to go the way he's going now. This way up here, this doesn't go anywhere significant. It's just a big room that's annoying that eventually leads you back to the left, but you can get back to the left by just going back. Just turn around.
There is a key up there if you forget one for whatever reason.
Ninja's catching that fairy if it kills him. So Ninja's got the right idea. He's going back now after grabbing a key. And this is the way you want to go, generally speaking. You want to go right back up this ladder on the left side this time. Use your key, go in here. He knows where the big key is, so he's not going to waste any time.
Yeah, doesn't have to worry.
You don't need any keys in this dungeon. You can just teleport there.
Alright, get them guesses in. We got Zertinol heading into Ganon's tower. Where is the big key?
Yep, give me number 1 to 22 on when you think he'll find it. Always go for that, I don't know.
I'm gonna go with 8.
I'm going for 2. I think he's gonna find it in this room right here. How about it? There's a chance. Oh, chance is dead. He's going to the right.
Save a ninja penguin. They're in the tile room.
Oh, he's going right? Interesting.
Skipping.
I like the right play. Found the key early, there before your teammate. Might as well.
This torch room is one of the rooms that everyone does differently. And the other one is the room right before Aghanim with the turtles. Those 2 rooms, no one does the same way. I've never seen so many different tactics on a game that gets run so much. There's Quake! Let's go do Turtle Rock. Turn around.
So it sounds like a plan. It's right next door. Shouldn't be too much of a time loss to go back there.
Well, right side with a bust.
Man, Spider's having a hard time with Vitreous here. What's going on? They never found the silver arrows, it looks like. I don't remember where they were at. But Red Team's had them for a while. They were on blinds.
Believable hat.
Spider just didn't do blind yet, I guess, because he should have them. Pretty free.
Or didn't switch back to them?
Are we looking at a
Oh,
tile room tile room big key here? Because could be.
certainly. Could be. He's still got a bunch of locations. He's up to 11, I think. This here is the chest I was actually thinking when I originally said 8, but then he went right.
Yeah, that was number 12. Is there a 6 on the right? 4.
Yep.
Next one will be number 12. Skip the tile room, that's why. That's why my count's off. Number 12 has it. 12 is the winner. Alright.
There you go.
The big key. Left side, right away.
Wait, what? Oh. It's an interesting strat to do that room. Pulling the statue.
I just go for it. I'm thinking that it's slower, but I just enjoy going for it and weaving in there. Nobody else seems
Really?
to do it.
Usually swing my sword and make them come at me.
Played both heading back to ice.
Zertnal's lead is pretty large right now.
It is.
He doesn't know that though. If I'm Zertnul here, I'm really worried about getting sniped any second because of those mids.
Yep. It's been 90
Definitely.
minutes. This is 90 minutes is not an unusual time to be clearing this kind of seed, honestly. It's not that bad. I would expect people to be wrapping up right now. The blacksmiths and the Hylia Lake Island were the two holdouts, and those are not places that you ignore, you know? Those are places that people go pretty quickly.
Yes.
So,
Especially with Green Team having knowledge of the myths at 11 minutes in.
Yeah. If Red Team just fake flippered at the very start, they would have destroyed the seed. Certainly will have a little bit of trouble with Len Molas here.
yeah, I don't think this seed was mean at all. I can't think of anything it did that was cruel. Both of the pendant dungeons were pointless. They both went in them, but they just didn't know. They just didn't check the correct place first. Man, Blade Wolf, please. He's so far away from doing it, it's just too bad he can't do it. But I mean, even that is just not close enough to the ledge, right? It's just not, I don't think that works. I'm pretty sure you have to be over the ledge a little bit. Well, Ninja Penguin is also in Ganon's tower. These two will be wrapping up shortly.
Yeah, that's not how the bundle works.
This is gonna have to be something Blade Wolf practices, but it's really a position kind of thing, and he's just not in the right position. Not even close.
Yeah, he needs to hug the. You need to hug the top wall when placing the bomb, and then move down.
Why aren't there any enemies on Zertnal's run here? What's going on?
Did he get a despawn?
Just nothing anywhere. What the?
Oh no, he got a
no.
despawn glitch. Oh, that sucks.
That means he can't
So
kill
there's
the
a-
boss?
Yeah, there's a glitch where, you know that room where you light the 4 torches,
Yeah.
and then you go up the staircase in the next room. If you go up the staircase on the exact frame that the torch goes out, all the enemies on the upper floor despawn, and you can't advance
Fantastic. Well, he's
because
back.
Moldorm is gone. The chest never appears, so you can't hookshot across. And even if you hover across, Aghanim isn't there.
Great.
It's rough.
That is, I don't know if that's gonna help Green Team enough. Both players on red are already here. Like, that's still not enough. They're just too far behind at this point.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna make a difference. It's pretty hilarious that it would happen like that, though.
It's gotta be giving him a heart attack. So that's funny. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's not actually.
If he
doing something.
wasn't panicking before.
It's time for me to start typing GG in chat and pretend the green team is finished. Nah, I wouldn't do that. Boy's on his way back up.
Blade Wolf gave up on the bomb jump. Now just going back for the normal route.
Man, he would have finished it by now if he'd just gone for it like this. Since he has the red cane, he doesn't need to mess around with the switch. He can just do this, which is why it's not that bad. It's not a big deal. You're only gonna save
Yeah.
less than a minute, honestly, all told.
Spider's heading into GT right now.
We going right side with him as well? Yes, we are.
Damn, what's it with this right side game?
They get the key, they just want to go right. I've seen it. He's not doing... Nobody does the tile room. They just go straight for those 4 chests and then turn around.
Gee, I wonder why.
So, they don't have the blue tunic either. They just have the green tunic and no half mana. They are missing some core things somehow.
Yep.
The half magic was in Skull Woods at the chest before Mothula. Drinking the potion, but looks like they're gonna finish off Cold Stare.
So yeah, this right here is the room that would trigger a glitch normally. He's probably gonna sit down right in front of that staircase and wait until the torches go out this time.
Nope, going full speed.
No. Well, the fireballs are there, so he's fine.
Can you just trigger it again and reset it? How about that?
I'm pretty sure you have to either mirror or walk out.
Red tunic. Neat. Pretty cool
Can't
place for
complain.
that.
Nice reward for going back up the gauntlet a second time.
Oh, jeez. Oh, no. He did get him. Oh, man. That's unbelievable that worked.
Trolldorm taking a victim, as always.
It wouldn't be a race without at least one.
Yep.
Ninja's right behind him. So here's the room with the turtles. Let's see if Ninja does the same way or not. They're gonna have red tunic, half mana, and a whole bunch of bottles and stuff. They should be good.
And
Okay, should be no
butter
issues.
sword on top of that.
One of them has butter
Silver
sword.
arrows.
The sword was in
True.
Spike Cave, so only one of them
Yes.
bothered to get it, I think.
Yeah, true. I mean, the red sword is fine generally.
Yeah.
I bet if he had master sword, he would have gone getting it.
Moldorm about to go berserk. Moldorm takes
Oh, is
another
that a
head.
triple
Oh.
for certain hole? Bagging him down. Zernal on the way to Ganon. Spider with Vinky.
Ninja Penguin keeps accidentally poking Moldorm, so he goes fast. There we go.
Green team okay to start getting sour now? Yeah, they are. Blade Wolf's a little behind on the tracker, that's all. Ice Palace really ate into his time with all those attempted bomb
Yep.
jumps.
Yeah.
Yep.
And both players on green team still with Master Sword.
Ouch. Now we're about to see a pretty smooth Ganon fight here.
Yeah, already into phase 3.
When they went to check the blacksmiths, they got the bombos they needed for go mode, and they did not check the bat, which they were going to do next, and they missed their sword. But red team did that immediately when they got the powder at the start of the game, so they've been running red sword this whole time.
I'm sure he thinks Certain would freak out now if he fell.
Yeah. At 138, oh man.
Yeah, they no
I'm
longer
waiting
have
for that dot done.
their lead is no longer tremendous. They're like 5 minutes ahead, so
That's good.
he's got it.
That's GG for Zertnal.
One 38, 35, 38, 37. Got it. Ninja Penguins. It looks like they're gonna get second and seal it for red team. I can't believe you have that emote, Psych. What the?
That bug in the client.
That bug was incredible.
Yeah.
It was really good. I've never seen it
Second
before.
time I've seen it in a race.
The worst thing is it's not really even your fault. Doesn't sound like there was anything you could do about it other than you just had a hiccup walking there. You lost a little time. That's it for the
Once that
game.
happens.
GG for red team.
Ninja Penguin takes second place at 140, 15 or so.
Spider, meanwhile, finishing up Land Molus 2.
I've made the offer if anyone wants to come in from this match and talk about what's up in the seed. You're welcome to join. You just gotta hop in the AFK room. What are these ads? These are terrifying.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Jeez. Twitch, please. Okay, Ninja Penguin and Zertnal coming on in. Hello, red team. Welcome to the winner circle here. Nice work.
Howdy. Thank you.
GG, guys.
GG.
Thank you.
That sprite despawn, though.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. As soon as he told me about that, I'm like, okay, stop, mirror back. You got to redo it.
I've never seen that quick glitch before. I heard a lot about it.
I have seriously never saw that again. So like, I claimed it was like, where are all the enemies? Let's just move up. I hear the Molderm sound. They're like, no Molderm. Like, what the hell's going on? And then Ninja said, like, you have to mirror out because it's a bug.
Yes. Yeah, all you can do is mirror out.
Yeah, there's nothing else you can do. Even if you could even hover across the way.
Yeah, Agony wouldn't be
Aghanim.
there.
Oh,
Did you guys panic at all when you saw where the mitts were, where the bombos or anything like that?
I wish I had checked, whatchamacallit, like Kylea earlier. But,
we saw you go in there to check the guy under the bridge and not the place where the mitts were.
Well, I was going towards Pod at that point, and I was like, yeah, it's just a really small detour to go for Hobo, but then I just completely forgot about Hillier Island.
Yeah, I'll tell you what the green team did. They fake flippered and knew about it right away. So they had a huge edge on you, but they lost it when they couldn't find Bombos for a long time, and they never found the Tempered Sword. They're both running Master's Swords still.
Yeah,
that is
see
rough.
that.
They finally went to Blacksmith to get Bombos, just like you. That was the last item they got. And since it was their go mode item, they didn't check the bat. They never got their sword.
Oh,
that is
no.
rough.
Yeah, they're both on Master Sword.
See, they're all on green mail as well, not blue mail.
Yeah,
And
just
Spider-
saw Spider get blue mail. Oh, Blade Wolf, it has blue mail already too.
Yeah, all in all, I think the sea was pretty fun. It's just that those gloves were extremely trolly for us.
Yeah, they were in the last place you looked, and it wasn't an uncommon place. It just seemed like you forgot them. We were worried you wouldn't ever find them. It seemed like maybe you just didn't remember at all if you hadn't checked there.
No, I was thinking, okay, maybe the mitts were at Zora. Because I had the 500 rupees saved up and getting ready to go there after Ice Palace, and then I think Zur said, "Hey, yeah, check Hylia Island first before going," and it's like, "Oh yeah, there they are."
You both
No
went to
longer-
Zora without the money. I don't know why.
Yeah, it was just to get the info on the ledge item because there were like absolutely no rupees during the entire run. I was like, if there's something on the ledge and if we go there when we have the rupees, it'll be like way too late. So I just wanted to make sure that there was nothing on the ledge there.
There wasn't. It's just a blue cane, right?
Kane
Yeah.
O'Brien, I mean, I used it for Spike Cave to get my gold sword.
Yeah, that's true. Another cave that Green Team just didn't find.
Yeah.
They missed a couple things.
See that
Spider on
spider?
Agate.
Yeah.
They are almost done. Spider's starting Ganon now, and Blade Wolf will be there soon. They're not
It's
too
gonna
far
be a
behind.
sketchy fight then. It's
Yeah,
gonna
they
be a
got.
sketchy fight with Master Sword and Green Mail.
They couldn't have missed Silver Arrows because they dropped off blind required, so they have those at least. But they are gonna have to do phase 1 and 2 with the spinning attacks.
That is
Yeah.
going to be rough because they didn't check the item in Skullwoods either, which was the half magic.
Yeah, I don't know why. They missed a couple just strange things to miss. Like any of those could have been extremely valuable, you know. It might not have been half magic, it might have been the hook shot or something. Like something devastating and they didn't check. Pretty weird place to not check.
Well, eventually it didn't really hurt them since they are in go mode. It's just that they missed less important progressives like swords and mails.
Yeah. I don't know why they missed the things they missed. I'm not really sure. The half mana especially. I can understand the swords. Those are kind of the bat was just unfortunate, but the spike cave is definitely out of the way. I can understand not going in there, especially when you don't have a lot of hearts.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was actually happy that I got Kane O'Brien because we didn't have hookshot either, so I just had to use that for the full way.
Fairy saving Spider.
Yep.
And Blade Wolf into Agatu.
To answer chat's questions, I take the average, and if somebody forfeits, I just give 3 hours as a time, which is a bad time for any seed under the sun, so most likely that team would lose. Oh man, Spider's
Ooh.
not doing too hot here. He's got a red potion. That might be what he needs.
Wait, how do you open that bottle menu that he just opened?
Yeah, what was actually up with finding like 3 bottles before you went into your first crystal dungeon?
Yeah, they're very bottle heavy.
Which actually helped me at least the second time I went into Skull Woods. First time, Mothula got me.
Oh, this is devastating. I think he's gonna have to go shopping after this.
That was rough for Spider indeed.
Taking some serious damage, has to do 12 spins without taking another hit. You're trying to use the cape, but can't really do it. He's gonna run out of mana and not be able to light the torches. This is gonna be... Oh no.
Ooh.
Ow.
The game is tough.
That half mana being skipped
Oh.
is coming back to bite him right now.
Having the spin on Gen just makes him so much harder.
Yeah, the only time it's really a good choice to spin is when he's like
Yeah.
1 tile away instead of like 2 tiles.
Like honestly, I think nobody would care about hitting Gen like 48 times with normal slashes on Master Sword. The real problem is that you spin the whole time.
Well, if you're lucky enough, you can get 2 spins in per cycle, but that's just
Yeah.
having a lot of luck on his positioning as well.
Yep.
Blade Wolf also
do-
injured, but has a fairy.
But doing
Yeah,
it
the
with,
good
like,
dodge.
no magic and Master Sword is insanely hard.
Well, you two will be on open seeds from now on. You'll be playing against Psych and Diabetes in round 3 on an open version 25 seed.
Ready for the open seed.
Well,
Can't
if
wait.
it's still version 25 at that time.
Yeah, that's true. If they come out with a new one or revoke this one or whatever, it seems like it's okay to me.
Today's seat was okay, but it's kind of hard for me to tell because it was 2v2. I did two regular races earlier, and both were over 2 hours.
Every
Yeah,
time
I
I
I
join
was
a race,
watching that earlier.
every time I join a problems race, I'm in for 2 hours. It seems like any time that I join you on SRL, get the worst seeds I've ever seen. You're bad luck for me.
I think when we were practicing, we had a seed where we went into our first crystal dungeon like 1 hour in, and we only had like 5 or 6 progressive items at that point.
Jesus.
Yeah. That
Having
was
some trouble on
that was
Gan, and
interesting.
this isn't working out for Green Team.
Green team doesn't have the low percent strats.
Yeah,
Kinda
they came in
wa-
here with very little, and they're not used to it. It doesn't look like.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
we're-
basically the expert mode fight.
Yeah, we were talking to them earlier. They said they, or at least I think it was Blade Wolf was saying he started doing randomizers like when it first came out, I think. And he stopped for a while, and he's just getting back into it with this tournament. So
Blade
Oh,
Wolf had a
nice,
lot of
nice.
trouble doing. He was trying to do bomb jumps for a while, and he wasn't really
Yeah.
getting it, and it really cost him a lot of time.
ouch.
He died in Ice Palace, I think, twice trying to do the bomb jumps.
Two bomb jump suicides.
Oh, yeah, that was me the second game, the first game.
It really eats into your time. Like, he was not that far behind. Aside from that, if he had just gone the normal route instead, he might have wrapped up by now. Well, Spider's
Yeah,
chipping him down. He's got a couple potions left.
Meanwhile, Blade Wolf just keeps getting shot.
Those archers did not like him.
How about the archer that got you right there in the beginning, huh?
That would practice you, you know.
I
It's
hope,
funny, he's going to.
hope he has mana left. I hope he has a mana potion.
I think he bought blue potions.
He's been using them. Hope he has one
He
more
bought
in
one-
the tank here. Might
He
be-
bought a 1 blue potion, I think. All the money he had.
I don't know what's
At
gonna
least he's
happen
on
here.
phase 3 now.
He went to Sanctuary here to get his health re, but you can actually talk to the potion seller, and he actually refills your health.
Yep,
Can you
gives you a sample.
you
Yep.
do phase 3 with just normal slashes, or has it got to be still spin slashes?
Still spin.
It's gonna be spin flashes.
And yes.
I don't know what's gonna happen here, Spider. You need mana, man. Okay, he's got one. Good. I wasn't sure. He had like 3 of them in the backlog, it looked like. He should be okay.
Yeah, you got silvers.
It's not a bad fight here
Ooh.
with Silver and the Master Sword at all.
He got the
Yeah.
glitch too. He timed it right.
Yeah, torch glitch always nice to have.
trying to do the normal slash doesn't work. And Ganon's dead. Spider got him.
Nice.
Nice.
GG
Nice,
Spider.
well played. It's quite an achievement to do Ganon with Master Sword.
Yeah, it's really tough, especially with green.
Yes. This past weekly, I had 8 hearts with green mail, silverless Ganon to handle. Wasn't quite as bad as Master Sword, but it was awful.
I can only imagine.
Watch this Blade Wolf left now. He's back in it. He's got a red and a blue potion, looks like.
Oh, there goes the red potion.
It's such a long fight. 24 slashes like this.
Oh god.
Uh-oh. Man, he doesn't have the cape either. That's really too bad. Where was that? Cape was in Palace of Darkness, right?
Yeah, Cube was in
Yeah.
Palace of Darkness, second chest.
I felt like it was the one that was on the way, right? Like you couldn't miss it. I don't know why he didn't
Yeah.
grab it. He just
Right
he
before
skipped
the
it.
jump.
Oh man, that's biting him right now. That's a chest that the 2 seconds to open that would have been worth it, worth every second. That cape really helps here.
Yeah.
Looks like he might be stopping. He doesn't have to stop if he don't want to. They just found out that they lost, I think.
It's gonna be pretty painful from here. No money for potions anymore.
Yeah, it would be a miserable fight. Like it's down to practicing Ganon at this point because that fight is really obnoxious if you haven't trained on it before. Well, thanks for playing, guys. We'll have your next match queued up here soon. It will be
All right.
open. Second Diabetes. I think they're watching right now. So if you're in the chat, Psych Diabetes, Ninja Penguin, and Zertnal are your opponents, and we'll have that match queued up in Discord soon.
GG, guys.
It'll be open,
Hey.
open seed. The first one, maybe. I don't know. Well, there's a couple round 3 games ready to go, and that's where open's starting up. So
I'm excited to see the open matches.
Oh yeah, I'm excited to run them. The first one I did, I was nervous because I had no idea what I was doing, and then after that first one, I was like, okay, I get this. Let's get this run and done.
Yeah,
I
open
think-
is a ton of fun.
I think in the teams formats where it really shines.
Yeah, especially since you can one start at Sanctuary, one start at the house, instead of having to go through Escape.
Exactly.
All right, well, I'm out of here. So thanks for commentating, and talk to you later.
yep. See you next time.
GG.
Yeah, see you guys.
Playboy Spider, how's it going?
Hey.
GG, guys.
GG.
The fake flippers really paid off for you at the start. That was a big play. I haven't seen fake flippers work out for anybody like that. That was tremendous, knowing where those Titan Mitts were, because the other team didn't for a long time. but I had some trouble with the late game. You guys were down swords and stuff.
Where were they at?
One of them was at the bat. When you stopped after Bombos, you were really close to getting your tempered sword.
Oh no.
The other one was in Spike Cave.
Yeah. Spider's mic is not working, but he can hear, so.
It's sort of working now, I think.
Oh. Just kidding.
So
What,
our opponents ended up with a tempered sword.
Yeah, the bat hat.
Yeah, that's where it was.
It became painfully obvious that I was kind of out of practice with Master Sword Ganon.
I definitely was not prepared for Master Sword only.
Look if you had some
We had
trouble with
some
bomb
memory
jumps.
issues as well.
Yeah, I definitely looked like a buster with the bomb jumps.
Yeah, we weren't sure that Red Team was going to be able to catch up to you with how early you had found the mitts and how much trouble they were having. But that late game really killed you.
Because
They
they
passed
didn't
you up.
find the mitts until 58 minutes.
Yeah, it took them a long time. They completely missed the location. But it was Bombos that ended up sealing it. It was just all hanging on the blacksmith. Nobody went there for a long time.
I got a little too excited, I guess.
Well,
I figured the
guess-
swords had to be in Ganon's.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they were right next to you. The
Where
red
was
team
the-
grabbed them right
Where was
away.
the other progressive sword, curiously?
Spike Cave.
Okay.
I think maybe for some reason I figured that he had already checked that and didn't bother.
I was going to if I didn't find bomb buff.
Yeah, that's what we figured. You found the bombos. Like, all right, that's it. Get out of here.
Well, you two will be playing Hey Tallman and Flaming Rock in the lower bracket. It's still standard seed for you. I'll let you know when that game's up. You'll see it on Discord
Alright, sounds good.
as I go through
For
these round 2
hosting the
games.
tournament.
I have to make 2 rooms for every 1 game that gets played now. that's the round 2 hustle. I gotta work on that. So I'm gonna get that up as soon as I can because that's it's definitely in the queue. I want to play it sooner rather than later because it's a round 2 game technically. But thanks for playing. It was good.
Thank you. Good games to Zertanol and Ninja Penguin.
Yeah, good game as well. It was really close in the end, as far as I've seen.
Yeah, good game, guys.
All right. See ya.
Good
Good
luck
game.
on your
Have a
next
good night,
match,
everybody.
guys.
Take it
Come
easy,
on, have a
everybody.
good night.
I'm just gonna host Diabetes playing this right now, so take it easy, everybody. I'll see you next time. We got more
Thanks
races
for
on
watching.
Saturday, probably.
I'm gonna grind out the Ice Palace bomb jump, and then round 2 race. It'll be a legend.